Welcome to the Light of Wisdom from Rumi's Masnavi, The Lion and the Creatures, Part 2 of 2 on Words of Wisdom. Maulana Jalaluddin Muhammad Balkhi Rumi, vegetarian, known simply as Maulana in Persian and around the world as Rumi, was a poetic genius, a theologian, and an enlightened master who graced our planet 8 centuries ago. The deep and diverse influence of his legacy remains and continues to awaken the hearts of many, transcending all cultural boundaries. His prolific work has been translated into many languages. The venerated Master Rumi was heir to the rich literary and cultural heritage of Persia or ancient Iran and composed his great mystical poems in the Persian language. He was born in the city of Balkh, which was part of the Persian Empire that is today found in Afghanistan. He lived and worked for most of his life under the Seljuk Empire, passing from this world in the city of Konya, which is in present-day Turkey. One of his most influential works is the Masnavi, the spiritual couplets, a poetic collection of stories with sources from the Quran, the Hadith, and everyday tales conveying messages of divine love, spiritual life, and Islamic wisdom. Let us continue with selections from the Masnavi by the venerated Master Rumi, vegetarian, Book 1, The Lion and the Creatures, where the great Master teaches us the importance of wisdom. The Lion and the Creatures. The lion growled in tones of anger and of rage. My ear it was betrayed me, war my foes did wage. Compulsionists' false wiles placed bandage on my eyes. Their wooden swords it was that stung my skin like flies. Henceforward I'll not listen to such cajoleries of elves and demons in the wilderness mere cries. Tear, rend them, O my heart, pay no regard to them. Strip off their skins, there's naught beneath mere scheme. When words deceitful are employed as reps for guile, their bubbles on the water only last a while. Such words are merely shell, the intent their kernel is, or colored portraiture of men, no life is his. A shell may often cover kernel of foul smell, a kernel sound can well afford to lose its shell. If mind be pen, if page be water in thy hands, be not surprised when all that's written quick disbends. On water 'tis to ride, to expect good faith from bale. Regret must follow, shrug your shoulders, what avail? Man with desires is oft puffed up and wishes vain. Put out desire, you'll find Jehovah's endless reign. His messages are peace and sweet to pious soul, for he alone's eternal, free from change and whole. Men's prayers for kings and princes change full oft in tone. The prayers of saints and prophets call on God alone. The existence of earth's sovereigns empty pomp and pride. The glories of a prophet in his God abide. The names of kings on coins are used a little while. The name of Ahmed, holy prophet, there is ever seen to smile. That name of Ahmed, holy prophet, covers all the prophets still. As 100, when 'tis said 90 includes as well. The hare but slowly towards the lion took his way, whilst in his brain he hatched, weighed what he had to say. Procrastination served him his design to fill, hid secrets one or two, the royal mind to still. How many worlds there are that hang on wisdom's worth, how vast an ocean wisdom compasses the earth. Our bodies drift about in mind's strong eddies still, like basins on the water, at the stream's sole will. Until they fill, they float like bowls on ocean's brink, and like the bowls, when full, they cannot choose but sink. The winds invisible, a world without we see. Our bodies are the waves or drops of that vast sea. Whatever means our bodies seek to grasp, anon, a billow drives it far, no sooner seen than gone. Until our hearts perceive the giver of all good, the swiftly flying bolt shot far from over the flood. They hold their courses to be lost, and out of spite, they push their roadsters hastily as thoughts invite. They hold their coursers to be lost, and all the while, like noble courser, roadsters borne them many a mile. They now begin to wail, distressed, and ask the way. They knock at every door they see, they beg, they pray. The stealer of our courser was a little child. What horse is this, my master? Seems it not too wild? Oh yes, a horse it is, but not the horse you want. Come to your senses, man, to someone else go chant. The soul is void of patency and fellowship. Thou, like a jar, full within, hast parched lip. How should thou ever distinguish red from green or brown, when these are all the colors unto thee well known? And when thy mind is dazed by color's magic round, all colors lost in one bright light diffused around. Those colors, too, all vanish from our view by night. We learn from this that colors only seen through light. The sense of color seeing's not from light distinct. So, too, the sudden rainbow of our mind's instinct. From sunlight and the like, all other colors rise. The inward tints that mark our minds, from God's sunrise. The light that lights the eyes, the light that's in the heart. Eyes' light is but derived from what illumes that part. The light that lights the heart's the light that comes of God, which lies beyond the reach of sense and reason, Claude. By night we have no light, no color can we see. Thus, light we learn by darkness, its converse, agree. A seeing of the light, perception is of tints, and these distinguished are through darkness's gloomy hints. Our griefs and sorrows were by God first introduced, that joy to sense apparent thence should be reduced. Occult things thus by converse grow apparent all. Since God has no converse, apparent he can't fall. Sight first saw light, and then the colors saw. By converse of the light, distinguish we the light. A converse 'tis that converse shows unto our sight. The light of God no converse has in beings bound. By converse, then, man has not its distinction found. Our eyes cannot distinguish God decidedly, though he distinguish Moses and the mount from thee. Form and ideal, knot and lion, word and sense, sound of the voice and thought, learn thou by dissidence. The words and sounds take rise from exercise of thought. The sea of thought is where, of this thou know not. Words, as thou see, rise as waves upon the sea. The sea of thought thou know great, immense to be. The waves of thought arise, by breath of knowledge raised. They take the forms of words, of sounds, which ear has seized. Through words have forms arisen, and passed away again. As waves still lose themselves beneath the ocean's main, from realm of formlessness existence does take form, and fades again therein, to him we must return. Each moment, then, for thee death and return await. As Ahmed, holy prophet, has declared, life's transitory, wait. Thoughts, bolts are shot by God into the air like dust. Whose thoughts can reach to God through dense air of lust? For more information, please visit Project Gutenberg, gutenberg.org.